back here on SportsTownChicago.com. I'm Griffin Yee along with Ryan Fahey.
Hoping you get the name right.
We are here for the Illinois High School Girls Volleyball All-Star Game as the lineups start to get announced. And we're getting ready here. If you weren't here for our showcase game, Team Pink taking that one. But in this one, we have a little bit bigger rosters, so you might see a little bit more substitution-wise. And we will go 5 sets. So it'll be like college volleyball here. Go 5 sets. We will play at least 3. So we are ready for some exciting volleyball here on SportsTownChicago.com. And we're ready, almost ready, I should say. Like I said, still announcing these starting lineups. It should be some really good hits from what I've seen in warm-ups. A lot of really good hits, a lot of really good defense, and it should be turning out to a good one a lot. Every single player here in this All-Star game that we will broadcast for you here on SportsTownChicago.com is committed to a college of some sort. Just kind of list off some college for you. You got some Baylor, you got Wake Forest, Western Illinois, NIU. Let's see here. Furman University, Northeastern University, Southern Illinois, University of Buffalo. So just so you get an idea of where all these players are going from here. Like I said, a couple of SIU, so some local Bowling Green, some Maction, if you like that, Michigan State, Wisconsin.
I like the Maction there.
Nebraska. A lot of Big Ten schools, a lot of MAC schools. Like I said, every single player here in this All-Star game is going / committed to a college. So, like I said, we're getting ready here to start the action. So coming from my left to my right will be Team White. They are wearing their white jerseys, pink numbers, black bottoms. Liberos will be wearing black jerseys. And then we have Team Pink. Black jerseys, pink numbers. Liberos will be wearing white jerseys with pink numbers. They'll be going right to left.
And now we got Coach Laura Watling with us. Coach, you just coached the showcase really quickly. Tell us what were your thoughts on that?
It was fun. It was a great time.
You had a pretty good team out there.
Yeah, we were pretty stacked. It was fun. Thank you for that.
You know, I do what I can when I'm asked to have.
Thank you.
Certainly, no problem.
It was hard to believe that some of those girls didn't have scholarships yet because they were phenomenal athletes. So hopefully this turns into something for them.
Absolutely. But first, I also got to get your comment. This is you've joined us a few years now. Thoughts on the jerseys? You know, the fashion
like
part
the jerseys. I really like the addition of the black ones this year. Gives it a dimension.
It does. It does.
Fashionable dimension.
At first we did the pinks, and then we did the whites, and now Mizuno was nice enough. They said, okay, we'll give you 2 colors. So, if they want to give us 2 colors, hey, we'll take 2 colors.
Hey, and now you can use a libero, which is kind of nice with the 2 colors. You know?
Yes. But again, we are live here at SportsTownChicago.com in a league of our own, part of the BeOnAir.com network. Now, Coach, like we said, we had to take a lot of the good players and put them in the showcase game so they all got that opportunity to do so, to have it. So we added, another dimension, added 18 more players. Now that all of these are signed, what are you expecting to see out of this game?
Well, I think there might be a little bit less nerve level because I know some of the girls were trying to make sure that they did their best for the little time that they might get in. With this group, they're really confident. They know what they're doing already. So we might see a little bit, not to say that they won't have more fun, because I know my girls had a good time, but a little bit looser play.
Well, right there, Ellie Franny with a service error. Turn things around now, Craig. And point goes to Team White.
Craigie.
That's why you're here, Griffin. That's why you're here. Intern Griffin this year, Coach.
Oh.
Every year seem to find a gullible one. Near side Workman. And that one hits our computer, but we're okay. That's why we got Fahey.
No damage done. They're volleyball proof.
Exactly. Coach, I've been waiting to tell you since we signed her on, but Kylie Block with the knee-high socks, a la your playing days.
Yeah. Old school. Represent. Ooh. Surprised they let that go.
Set back. Oh, Gearing with a punch to keep the rally going. 10-foot line kill attempt over the triple block. Rally still alive. There's Franti. Pass up quick one. Down block. Big block there. Beautiful play by Team Pink. Block really did a fine job down at State the past 2 years. One of the serve specialists for her team.
We can see why. She's got a great top spin.
Serve over. Workman near side. Palm over the double. Dig down low. Pass to Gearing. She comes through and gets the tool block and tool kill. Big play there, Coach. Gearing set a lot of school records.
What school does she play with?
She's Bolingbrook.
Bolingbrook.
So last year we had Kiara Hill, and this year Krista Gearing.
Yeah.
Serve over by Davis. And that one drops in bounds. Point's going to go to Team White. 4-2 the score. Coach, I want to ask, in the showcase game, you had a very commanding lead and then saw it dwindle away, and then you called a very quick timeout. What was the thought there?
Well, I really didn't want to have to use my timeouts, but it got to the point where I'm like, all right, we had a 9-point lead. I don't want to see this go and not be doing my coaching duties and take the timeout when I have it to use.
Were you coached, or were you coached? Were you shocked that Joel didn't use any?
I was a little bit, but we both had kind of decided ahead of time too that this really was an opportunity to let them play and see what they can do. And usually too with seniors, you find that a lot of them, they know the game so well that they can kind of coach themselves on the court. They don't need a lot of constant feedback. They do a lot of it on their own. So you just kind of let them work through it.
Up serve by Coach's own Hannah Davis. Down, not able to get there in time is Taylor. But Hannah Davis, did she always sing the national anthem at your school too?
She actually took turns with one of my other seniors this year, so they alternated all of the games. Didn't do that last year, but this year they did. Yeah.
Yeah, couldn't quite locate somebody, being the Thanksgiving holiday the way this year rolled in with NCAA policy,
yeah.
And you know, Hannah Davis's mother Jennifer very quickly volunteered.
She is always willing to sing. We found that out, and you gotta love that about her. I love it. She's got the chops.
Jimenez serves, block. Near antenna. Spike down, good return.
Nice.
Still alive, middle, over the double block. And they're gonna call that on Team White. Full officiating crew here today. R1, R2, line judges.
I know. It's impressive.
Hop serve by Slimko. Pedakoukas with the decoy. Locked down. Is it going to go out of bounds? It is going to go out of bounds. Point goes to Team White. Coach, when you have a situation like this where you have, you know, a big exhibition for both of these teams, do you tell the teams, hey, you know, look for the tools, you know, look for the gaps because they may not, the blocks may not be there?
Yeah, I think you tell them just to sort of get a feel for the game first. Look at who you're up against and the pace of the game. If you're able to get a one-on-one situation, it's always good to know who you're up against if you have the tool available, or if you're going up against Allie Franny, who can hit the ball anywhere she wants.
So, you know, you've coached now the showcase, you've coached the All-Star game. What was your advice, you know, for all sets of players coming into an exhibition like this?
I tell my girls just to have fun. You know, this is the last match they're going to play as a high school volleyball student. So have fun, enjoy it, even though you're playing with girls who most likely you're unfamiliar with the majority of them.
Was that hard to work on in practice?
It's a little difficult because you don't even know their names, really. And so I'm learning their names. They're learning who each other is. You really just focus on timing and figuring out who's going to play where, next to whom.
Sure.
Yeah. But you find, especially because they are seniors and they've been playing, that there's a quick learning curve. They pick up very quickly. So
Oh yeah, we're seeing some. In your game, Griffin was talking about the sets, that being the hardest thing to pick up.
Oh yeah, it's difficult because every hitter has a different tempo they like to run.
Brusick with the hop serve. Block able to bump to keep it alive. Joust at the net. And point going to go to Hannah Davis. Not able to win that one out was Rachel Menard. So besides your own Frankie Taylor, were you familiar with any of the girls on your team?
The names are familiar. I did know Emily Westermeyer from Huntley because we played against them. But most of the other girls we hadn't seen so much in the regular season, so it was more a matter of just, oh, well, yeah, I remember your name. Yeah,
you were
I remember
nice.
You. Yeah, you stood out. Okay.
Pass far side punch. That one's going to hit the antenna. All smiles out there for Brusick. 11-7 the score. To serve, Emily Workman, one of the first games I ever broadcast at the high school level. She was a freshman. Play at the net, big joust one on the far side by Menard. How do you coach the joust in a situation like this, Coach? You know the sets aren't going to necessarily be where they are. Do you tell your defense, hey, play close to the net because of that?
You tell a couple to move up, but you don't want to bring them all up because you never know if they send one deep. So usually middle back stays deep. The rest kind of collapses the net. And the block, you want to be the second touch. You don't want to touch the ball first unless there's nobody up there. So you want to be the second. You block the block, so to speak.
Observed by Joyce. That one goes a bit out. Substitution into the game is going to be Slim Coe. Across the middle. To serve now, Captain Dubiel. Just won a second state title back-to-back. Over the double block, dig back row. Set near antenna. Double block, but that one goes just out of bounds. It's got to be tough to close a double block with somebody that you met, 2 hours ago.
To say the least, it's tough to close a double block regardless, especially when you're with a different blocker, different schemes.
Block picks it up, Workman. Quick one down!
Wow, that was
one kill! Whoa, Nelly! 12-11. Timing worked on that one, Coach.
That was beautiful. The middle might actually be one of the easier ones to get the timing because it's such a fast set that if the middle's doing their job, you just have to put it up.
Set near side. Release the Kraken. To serve now, Team White. Set serve over. Back row, Franti. And point's going to go. Good block at the net by Hannah Davis. Did you talk to her at all before the game, Coach?
I had talked to her several times just about what it was about, what the game entailed, what to expect. But, it's all positive, I assure you.
Oh, okay, just making sure. Miscommunication there.
Highly encouraged.
STLtoday.com, the newspaper down in the St. Louis area, used the word prestigious. They said how Katie Shashak was honored to be playing in this prestigious game. I'm like, I'll take prestigious.
That's a great word.
Once you hit the fourth year, it becomes prestigious.
Yeah, well, and you continue to get the quality of players and the best of the best out here. That's what you want to see.
Oh, good kill there. Far side by Team Pink, Franti. Coach familiar with her name, some of her work. Expect nothing less, I'm sure.
Oh, yes, I'm very, very familiar with her.
To serve is block. Big jump serve. Hits the ceiling. And she has to return her own hit.
Yeah,
Would you say ceiling or roof?
I say ceiling.
Okay.
Okay, because we all said ceiling and
that's fine.
Pete was like, oh, no, it's a...
The roof is on top. The ceiling is what you play under.
Quick one along the far side. Hannah Davis. Boom goes the dynamite.
I taught her that.
When was she up on varsity? Sophomore?
Sophomore year, yeah.
I don't know if it's scary if I remember that or not.
It might be.
15-14 your score. National anthem zone. Hannah Davis with the serve. Block near side for Franti. Davis back row. Set near side. Jimenez through the double block. Punch alive. Rally still going. Across the middle. Gehrig pumps and a left arm by Petikoukis. Block across the middle. There strikes again the Greek goddess of blocks.
You're fantastic with that name, too. I would not be able to
Petrakoukas.
get it as smoothly.
You know, Gabby played a lot. We called her at Bennett and in club, so. Ace is the place, Hannah Davis. Oh, say, can you see? I just got an ace. 17-14, Davis again. Back row, Riley trying to break through, punch alive. Petrakoukas really good at that defensive play. Garrett
nice
down
dig.
low. 10-foot line. Punch over, Joyce, set, near antenna. Block is there. Still alive, great rally here at Wheaton College. Double block again. Petrakoukas dominating. She wants the one, pushes down. Still alive and they can't get to it.
Wow. Great rally.
We are Sparta. Back to, you know, Greek, I'm just, no.
I got it. I totally get it.
Davis near side. Bronte keeps the rally going. Gehring looks for the kill. Block picks it up cleanly. Workman near side. Good set. Double block. That one breaks through. And that one stays down. Finally stopping that rally. It's got to be hard to tell your team, hey, stay with it. Coach Kopik asked for your assistance on this one. I love that story. At pregame, you're like, Coach, you really don't need it. You're Pet Kopik.
Sometimes.
Gehring down. Gehring kill.
That was a great tool.
Wow. Coach,
Smart
when you have,
play.
you know, Krista Gehring, you know, she doesn't clear the 6-foot mark quite, but you know she can jump. Do you coach that any differently than pure height?
Well, definitely. I mean, she's athletic, and you have to use that athleticism to your benefit when you're hitting. As a blocker, it's harder to sometimes block those players rather than just the purely tall ones because they have more tools because they can do more with their body.
Petrakoukas across the middle. Big kill, 20-16. So say it's your birthday. Cross the middle. Return Jimenez. Gehring setting up. Whoa, lining up. Big block across the middle. Every time I see that set like Gehring just did, it reminds me of the old Kelly Lamberti play that Carey drove.
Lamberti is phenomenal with the pipe set, coming out of the middle back position to swing that 10 ball. Because if you do it properly and you elevate, you're actually essentially almost hitting at the net. You're contacting it behind the line, but you're finishing up high. Ali Franti, who's about to serve, does that set really well.
Good pickup, Brusik, far side. Kill attempt, Praj, nothing there. Pass, block over the top. That one stays in bounds. What good placement there. Coach, one thing we saw a lot at the state finals were teams really aiming for that back line. Is that a trend we're seeing now, or was it just happen to be those specific teams we saw?
Well, I think it might be a tendency of a little bit of both as teams are picking up that it's smarter. A lot of defenses that I've noticed lately are moving in, getting shallow on defense. And so then you coach them to, like, just go deep, hit those corners as much as possible. And that's what the best teams do. I think that's why you probably saw it a lot at state because those are the best teams and they know where to put the ball.
Good save there by Coach Eric Eastman. So you and Joel Anderson, everything go okay?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Just making sure.
We got along fine.
The ironic
okay
part
now
about
that
it
it's
all,
over.
You can say it now.
The
He's
state
gone.
contest is over.
Yeah. Hop serve, Brusik, and that one stays in bounds. Open up the sleeve, check for that ace of hearts. I say hearts, you know, girls who do little heart signs and stuff.
Oh, that's true.
You know,
yeah.
I could see them promoting that. I think I've seen you do some double hearts with, you know, the girls in some of your winning pictures. It's like, oh, one regionals, hearts. Hop serve, Brusik. Return clean, Olsen. Air antenna block. Breaks through the double block. Block is one of those players where she coils up and just releases, really brings her legs into it too, a lot more than some of these other players we're seeing.
Yeah, she elevates extremely high, has a quick arm swing, which is good as an outside because sometimes they don't always have the fastest arm swing, so that makes it even harder to block.
Next substitution, number 2.
Emily Workman checking in. Coach, Coach Garcia, former coach, also the All-Star Game, coach of Emily Workman at Chicago Christian, consistently like your program, one of the top ones. She actually played a lot as a freshman. What's it like to have somebody that comes in as a freshman, you just know, hey, they're going to be something, within this program. Let's start them off early.
It's exciting to see freshmen coming in and know that they can compete at a varsity level already. It's very exciting for a program because you know you have something to build around for the future. And if they can handle the pressure of playing at varsity, that's a great start.
10-foot line block for the kill. High return. Davis underneath it. Gearing able to keep the rally going. Good play there. Dubiel set up. Workman decoy over the double block. Still alive there is Leverin's good play. Dubiel far side. Spike over the double block. Still alive. Brusick set decoy mid. Davis Jimenez near side. That one stays in bound. Carly Jimenez. Here's my number, so call me maybe. 25-20 is the way set 1's going to end. Let's see what happens in set 2 right here, SportsTownChicago.com in a league of our own.